Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, especially this month of 25 days until Christmas. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hannah and I am so happy that you are here. And I'm going to be reading some stories for you guys, so let's just get right into this video. I never believed in ghosts before. But the same things happened when I moved into my current house. Lights would turn on and off randomly, even while I was in the room. I would smell random whiffs of cigarette smoke. Everybody smokes in my house, but nobody was smoking outside. My dog would bark at things during the night. Then in 2019, I was having some landscaping work done. A guy was working in the front yard, and there was an oval-shaped decorative window at the front of the house that led to the attic. I went out to ask him if he'd had any questions or wanted anything to drink. And he said, "Yeah, who was the old lady who watches me work from the window?" And he pointed to the oval attic window. The neighbor had told me that previous owner's mother lived with them until she passed. So I told all of this to a friend who was always believed in ghosts and the other spiritual / paranormal activity. She wasn't surprised by any of it. She told me next time if I felt her presence to open the door, show her the light, and calmly tell her it's okay to leave. I did that, and I haven't had any more strange occurrences ever since. The next one is, I'm going to be reading, stuff happens all the time where I live now. And in my childhood home, I lived alone and chose not to enter it. I've jumped out of bed because someone was walking up my stairs. Potted plants have been thrown while I was away. Vacuum cleaners have been put behind the front door while I'm away. There was a month where every night I was woken by a sound as soon as I drift off to sleep, multiple times at night. Dog barking at corners. I didn't like to speak about it because of the energy it brings, but I can relate. My mother also passed recently, so I assume it's her and say hello. It does not happen at random times. It happens at times when I would expect my mother to be disappointed. My house has become dirty. I need to vacuum. Laundry is everywhere. That's when something happens. I'll clean my home and it stops. I don't know. I've never spoken of it to anyone. The next one. The last home I owned for 10 years was very haunted. My daughter and I felt it was an old man. I staged and had home blessed and told him to leave. He stayed and was accepted him as a part of the family. On occasionally, we did have occurrences where we were afraid, but overall, was an annoying polarist. Next one. I never lived in a haunted house, but I did have strange things happening after my mom passed away. She said she would let me know she was okay after she died, and I truly believe it was her. only happened for 2 weeks, then stopped. My girlfriend experienced it as well, so I know it was real. We had objects move at night to different places. I woke up to a noise to see an alarm armed floating through the door. It knocked over a card of a jewelry chest, and handles were shaking afterwards like something had bumped it. I literally saw a piece of paper picked up off the table, lift into the air, then moved over 2 feet and dropped. There was no other explanation for any of it. Cats were not in the room to hit the jewelry box, nor no fans or AC to move the paper. And yes, I was silver for all of it. Then all of it just stopped and never occurred again. Don't let the skeptics pour water on our lives, our lived experiences. There are many mysterious things that had happened that we don't fully understand yet. Energy cannot be destroyed. It only changes state. Just because we don't have a scientific reason today doesn't mean we won't in the future. I'm going to read a few more. Next one, my old house was haunted. Taps being turned on while fully off and tight. Bottles being moved across the corner top in front of us. Things violently thrown while we could see them. The next one now. My house was something there. My house has something there. Both my spouse and I have heard or see things. Even our cats act like they hear things. But the presence doesn't feel threatening. So I told her it feels like a woman. She can stay as long as she doesn't bother us. And she hasn't. And the next one. I've lived in a haunted house my whole childhood and suspect mine is haunted now. Growing up, my bed would shake. I'd hear a pipe organ at night. There were none of us all around, not a chance. Neighbors were miles apart. I heard audible voices in angry men, usually now and then. I feel of being watched in certain rooms. During doors would slam and things would fall off shelves. We largely ignored it. My parents denied it happened. I ignored it or talked to whatever it was. If I was alone in my room and felt watched, I'd tell it to leave me alone, please. Then only things felt threatening was the bed shaking. Current house lights flicker until I ask to stop. Things are moved around in the kitchen. I feel like someone walks up behind me and looks over my shoulder. It really feels like someone is there. I've seen shadows dart down the hallway. It feels like one person. I don't feel threatened. I just ignore it mostly. That is it for this video. If you guys, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on those stories. And if you ever had any paranormal experiences, let me know in the comments and share your stories and whatnot. And I just want to say, if you guys are yet subscribed and enjoy my videos, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any other future videos. because I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers and I'm almost there. So I would appreciate if you do so. And from that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out the description below. Thanks.